afternoon, investor and Origin Property Public Company Limited. The Stock Exchange of Thailand would like to welcome you all to the SET Digital Roadshow Year-End Performance 2020. This session will run about 45 minutes, including Q&A. Presenting company will start the session by 30 minutes presentation, followed by 15 minutes Q&A. During Q&A, investor may leave your questions in the meeting room chat box or use raise hand function. Then presenting company will open your microphone so you can ask the question to the company directly. May I now invite Origin Property Public Company Limited to start the presentation, please.
Thank you, Khun Parini. Hello, my name is Piche Sakul Sivasert. I'm Investor Relation of Origin Property. Today, thank you all to join the section of Origin Property today. Today, I would like to inform and interview you about the overview business of Origin Property in the 2020 and plan 2021. Okay, let's start with the first slide. The first slide shows you about the business overview of Origin Property. Now we separate our business unit into 6 groups. Let's starting with Park Origin to develop the condominium for high-end consumer to luxury consumer under brand Nightbridge and Park Origin. Now we have 15 projects with total value around 62.5 billion Thai baht. And next business unit develop the condo from entry level to mid-end level consumer. This company name Origin Smart Condo, and the product under this business unit, this brand about the Origin, Kensington and Notting Hill. Now we have 47 projects with total value around 38.9 billion Thai baht. And next business unit, Origin EEC, who developed the condominium that located in the Rayong province and Chonburi province for the entry-level consumer to mid-end consumer. Now we have 7 projects with total value around 7.6 billion Thai baht. And next one, Britannia, who developed the housing product. And now we have 12 projects with total value around 16 billion Thai baht. And next business unit, we have a business about the recurring income under the company One Origin. Now we have 9 projects in our pipeline with total value around 23.7 million Thai baht. By 2 of 9 projects we already operate in the last year, which is the Stay Beach Suite Bangkok Thonglor and Holiday Inn and Suite Sriracha Lam Chabang. And the feedback is really well because we have occupancy around 55% above for 2 hotels. And I will tell you how we get the occupancy rate above 55% in the presentation slide. And next one, Primo Service Solution, that we have the business to service our consumer who buy condo from Origin Property and who buy condo from other developer as well. Now we have the property management service, we have property agency, and we have the maintenance service, and we have the decorating and built-in function who serve our consumer. And we have the construction management team as well to consult the project during construction. And now we service for 48 projects with about 18 billion family. And this slide shows you about the product that we have. Let's start on the left-hand side. For the condominium, we have the 3 segments of our brand. Let's start with luxury under brand Park Origin, high-end under brand Nightbridge, and entry-level to mid-end level under brand The Origin. For the right-hand side, we did the segment for the housing brand, the premium housing brand under brand Belgravia, and Grand Britannia, and entry-level under brand Brighton. And now we have the all product to cover all segment of consumer. This is strength point of our company. We have the brand to cover all segment. And let's move on to the next topic, joint venture status. Now we have 13 projects with a total value around 40 billion Thai baht that we developed with our partner. Let's start with the first partner, Nomura Real Estate Development. from Japan, we have the 4 night bid that we developed with Nomura, and last year in the first year that we start transfer the project, and the feedback is very well because we already transfer about 57% of the total value. And the next partner that we developed with is Escon Japan. We developed night bid Sukhumvit Teparak as well in the last 2 years, and in this year night bid Sukhumvit Teparak will be start transfer in the second quarter of this year. And last year we have new partner from South Korea, Gold Star Engineering and Construction, to develop 2 new condominium projects together, which is the Origin Lat Pha Bang Kapi and Nibit Space Rama 4. And in this year, in the first quarter of 2021, we already announced the good news to everyone because we have the new JV project that we developed with the Nomura Real Estate to develop the Origin Sukhumvit Sai Ruat E22 station and the Origin Park and Play Raminta. Let's move on to the hotel. We also developed the hotel with partner as well, and now we have 3 projects that we developed with partner. Let's start with the first one, Stay Suite Bangkok Thonglor, that we developed with Nomura Real Estate from Japan. Stay Suite Bangkok Thonglor now already operate, and occupancy rate is really well about around 55% above, because the main guest, the main consumer is the long-term period for corporate use. So we have the base of consumer who have the long-term contract. The long-term is about 1.5 years for the contract. And next one is 124 and Stay Suite Bangkok Sukhumvit Phompong and Intercontinental Bangkok Thonglor, that in 2 projects is during of construction now, and we have a plan to operate next year. Okay, let's start to the summary of 2020. We summarize into 9 highlights that we would like to show you, to inform you about the strength point of Origin Property that we did in last year. The first one, last year in the first year that we disturb ourselves, we disturb industry by using the online platform to sell condominium project under brand the Origin on Nut, and the feedback is very well because it takes only 1 day to sold out, 100% to sold out. Yes. And next topic, last year we launched 3 condominium projects, and the feedback of pre-sale is really well because we can sold out 2 projects, and Soho Bangkok Rashida is sold around 75%. And last year, for the highlight number 3, last year is the first year that we transfer the joint venture project that we developed with Nomura Real Estate in the first year, and the feedback is really well because we can transfer the value around 5.2 million Thai baht. Let's move on to the next highlight that we like to show you about the housing brand. In last year, we expand the brand of housing to cover our segment. Let's starting with the premium house under brand Belgravia, Grand Britannia, and entry level under brand Brighton. And highlight number 5, we operate new 2 hotel, which is the Stay Suite Bangkok Thonglor and Holiday Inn and Suite Sriracha, and occupancy rate is above 50%. And highlight number 6, we reached the pre-sale target about 25.7 million Thai baht, is around 120% of target that we set in last year. And the next one, highlight number 7, in last years, our company have a campaign to turn everyone in our organization, our company, to be a sale. It had a second job to be a sale, and we reached the performance is very well. It's around 2.5 billion Thai baht from the pre-sale that we get from everyone can sell campaign. And the next one is the new high transfer activity, about 15 billion Thai baht. Is the highest transfer activity that we did. And last one, the highest net profit margin around 24%. That's the highest margin that we did. Okay, This slide shows you about the detail of the highlight that we tell you. The first one, we had the first time of 100% online booking, and we using this way to sell the origin on Note, and the feedback is very well, 100% sold out within 1 day. And we succeed in a new pre-sale for the 3 projects. And next one show you about the detail of the condominium that we start transfer in last year, the 4 condominium that we developed with Nomura Real Estate, and we have 2 new projects that we developed with Gold Star ENG from South Korea to develop 2 condominium together. And the pre-sale of Nightbit Space Rama 4 is very well because we can sold out within 4 months. And we expand the housing band to cover all segments of housing to serve all segments of consumer. And we operate 2 new hotels. The first one is David Bangkok Thong Lo, and the second one is Holiday Inn and Suite Srilacha, and occupancy of both is very well because it's above 50%. Let's move on to the performance of last year, 2020. This presentation is a summary of our performance last year. Let's start with the project launch. We launched 10 projects with total value around 13.3 billion Thai baht, and we can separate into 5 projects of condominium and 5 projects of housing. And we reached 120% of pre-sale is a value around 25.7 billion Thai baht, and we have the highest transfer activity around 15 billion Thai baht. For the total revenue around 11 million Thai baht, and the net profit 2.6 million Thai baht, and net profit margin is around 24%. That's the highest net profit margin. And this is a detail of the project that we launched last year, the majority. And the take-up rate of the project that we launched in last year is very well because it's around 55% from launching unit from housing and condominium. And the pre-sale around 25.7 million Thai baht. And we concentrate to release our inventory. As you can see, 64% of pre-sale is came from inventory project that we have. And this slide shows you about the detail of transfer activity that we did last year. That's the highest transfer value that we did last year. And we can separate into the condominium around 85% and housing around 15%. This slide shows you about the comparison between 2020 and 2019. The transfer activity is a significant increase from 2019, about 23%. And this slide shows you about the detail of the financial statement. As you can see, for the total revenue, we decreased 21%, but net profit is decreased only 12% because we have the efficiency to manage the SG&A is very well. SG&A decreased significantly from 19% to 16.4%. And this slide shows you about the gross profit margin and net profit margin. For gross profit margin is around 36%. However, NP is 24%, is the highest net profit margin. And leverage ratio about 1.28%. And we have strong backlog about 35.8 billion Thai baht that we recognize revenue in this year around 14 million Thai baht, and in the next 3 years around 21.4 billion Thai baht. And the dividend dividend yield around 7.15% calculated by the closing price of the 1st of March in this year. Let's move on to the next topic, Business Plan 2021. Now we have two main to develop the product, to develop our organization. Let's starting with the living solution, starting with our team to research and choose the location to develop our product to sell in the market. After that, we have to develop the function design, and we use the next normal function and decide to develop a product, and we set the price that affordable for everyone, and we have the selling channel to support the consumer decision. We have the online channel, we have the everyone can sell, that we would like to expand the selling platform to everyone. And after that, we have the excellent service that we will support our consumer after they buy our product. This is the first major is the living solution. And next one, in this year, we would like to expand our business. Our we have the housing, condominium, recurring, and service. And in this year, we expand into the new three business. Let's start with wellness logistics center that we developed with. We had a partner, JWD Thailand, to develop the factory together, logistics center together, and new one is AMC, Asset Management Company. Let's move on to the target that we set for this year. Let's starting with the launch unit around launch project around 20 project in total value around 20 billion Thai baht. And we set the all-time high target of pre-sale around 29 billion Thai baht. For transfer, we had the target 12.8 billion Thai baht, and total revenue of around 14 billion Thai baht is increased 26% year on year. And we launched 20 projects. The majority of the launching project is come from housing around 52% and condominium around 48%. And it's the detail of the condominium and housing that we will launch in this year. Is the location of the project that we launched. As you can see, for the orange pin show you about the condominium location that we will launch. As you can see, we choose the location is near the public transport, the future BTS and MRT public transport, the yellow line, orange line, and pink line. For the housing in the green pin, as you can see, near the expressway, so the consumer who buy our product is easy to get around into the center city, to the town. This is the detail of the product that we will launch in the first half of this year. Starting with the origin Lat Phraw Bang Kapi that we developed with GSE&G to develop the project. And the next one, the origin Park and Pay Raminta, that we already have the partner as well, which is the Nubra Real Estate and Hampton Silacha that we developed with Dusit International, and we have the three housing plan that we will launch in the first half of this year. And it show you about the atmosphere, the picture show you about the event that we have for the project that we start pre-sale in this year. The first one is the origin Lat Phraw Bang Kapi, and now we already sold 184 units. The next one is the origin Park and Pay Raminta. We sold up to date about 276 units. And for the housing brand, we launched new brand is Baitan Amata Supayun, that we had the first event last month, and the feedback is very well because now the booking is around 43 units. And we have the VIP pre-sale of the two projects of housing. The first one is Grand Britannia, Rajaput Rama 5. And now we have a booking around 21 units. And the last one is Grand Britannia Bang Na Komo 12, that we have the first event last month as well. And now we get 6 units sold. For the detail of the transfer and total revenue, let's start with on the chart on the left. show you about the transfer target. 12.8 came from condominium 69% and housing 31%. For the pie on the right, show you about the total revenue. As you can see, condominium 63 project, housing 29 project, and management fee and order allow 8%. For the transfer plan of 2021, we have a new project that will construction finish and start transfer in every quarter of this year. So it has the support, the transfer target that we set in this year. In this quarter, we have 6 condominium and 4 housing. And next quarter and second quarter, we have 2 condominium, Naibit Sukhumvit Theparak and the Origin Rashada Lad Phrao. And in the third quarter, we had the big project, which is the Park Origin Phaya Thai that we will start transfer in the third quarter, continue in the fourth quarter as well. And we have the housing ban to start transfer in every quarter as well. And for this slide, support you about the government policy, because now they have the policy to reduce the transfer fee and mortgage fee for the product under 3 billion Thai baht. And now we have the product that under 3 million Thai baht, around 11 billion Thai baht. As you can see, we can separate into condominium around 41%, housing around 22%, and condominium that we will start transfer in 2021 around 41%, and ready to move condominium around 37%, and housing around 22%. And this slide shows you about the target that our management team set for the growth in 3 years. As you can see, for total revenue in this year, we have a target around 14 million Thai baht, and next year 14.5 and 18.5 in the 2 years respectively, and the gross profit margin around 36 to 37% in the next 3 years as well. Okay, let's start to the new business. Khun Pirapong will inform you about the new business that we have in this year.
Hi everyone. We will try to diversify our portfolio. We quite very successful for the condominium, and currently the growth engine our development is the landed house business. It's housing business that we enjoy the growth something like more than 50% a year. That drive our revenue among the COVID situation. The demand shift from condominium to buy the house that have more space, and they use the private car, instead of the public transportation. But I think the theme of the post-COVID, the condominium will catch up and will have the strong demand again. The portfolio now, we have the revenue contribution from the condominium and landed house business, so residential business, something like 90%, and the rest 10% is the hotel business, including the service business, that we contribute 10%. What we try to have more for the other revenue contribution. We plan to have another 30% from the new business, including the hotel business, including the service business, to reach another 3-4 years to reduce our the list that have only residential business. So what we try to do is the new business that capture the mega trend. The healthcare business also one of the mega trend of the world, including in Thailand. We will do something like the 3 perspective. We like to do the healthcare in terms of beauty and anti-aging, to make the people look young and handsome and beautiful, something like that. and we gonna concern the aging society to make the healthcare center to service to the elder generation, maybe generation X and baby boomer, that they would have to have the nursing care service, wellness resident, and some of the special hospital. Origin healthcare will not focus on the mainstream of the hospital. We will focus on the differentiation or the something like the complementary with our residential projects. And we gonna try integrate to do the senior home or the senior condominium in the future. We like to sell to the elder people, something like silver age, 45 years old up, that they're seeking the residential with the healthcare support function, something like that. That's gonna be quite very interesting in the coming future. We will incorporate with the famous local hospital in everywhere to bring the trend of medical at home, to make the health check, healthcare at the service at the home, because the COVID that can show home is everything. The function could respond to the demand of the customer in the house, something like that. This is one of our the mixed use project that we done already two phase. The first one is the low-rise condominium. We done something like 8 buildings, and the high-rise condominium we now make the pre-sale. They including the residential in this project. We already have something like 1,500 units. It's quite big one. And the Y building, we gotta do the new one for the Origin Wellness Complex. That gonna be matched for the people, the elder people to rent, including the healthcare service. Maybe we can call it a nursing home or rehab home. Rehab will get the customer from the major hospital around this area. It may come from the physical problem or something like the stroke that cheaper to get into our rehab more than in the hospital, something like that. And this wellness center will contribute to take care the wellness of our customer in the cluster. More than 3,000 people in here that we're gonna take care them with the healthcare solution. Okay, we're gonna have another one in Bang Na area. The previous one is in Ravinta area. It's something like the upper northeast of Bangkok, nearby Suvarnabhumi as well. And this one is the southeast of Bangkok in Bang Na area. We're gonna have the wellness center together with the senior condominium for sale. We thought that after we are the very good reputation or the brand of the younger generation, we can go very well with the condominium with Gen Y and Gen Z now. We are the top tier of the market. Why we going to the senior people to entice the whole market, to respond the market from the people. We can sell them from the birth until they die, something like that. We can try to sell more the same people for 5 or 6 properties. Since they birth on our landed house, the big project, and after that, when they go into the campus, we're gonna make the campus condominium nearby the university, and after that, when they graduation, we will let them to go to the Origin condominium project that nearby the BTS MRT, and after that, maybe they have the family, so we try to sell them the Britannia, the landed house project, and we're gonna have the brand to sell to the elder people to make the senior condo or senior home the brand is called Original Condominium, something like that. And another one is the new project that reflect the popularity of the e-commerce. During the COVID, the e-commerce or online shopping is very well known around the world. So it's a popular business as well. It's a mega trend of the business as well. So the e-commerce create the demand of the urban storage, including the build-to-suit warehouse that we gonna join with the logistics service specialist JWD. They are listed company in the stock market as well. We will have the industrial asset or logistic asset with them. The first two projects, JWD, they already have the demand from the customer. So the JV will produce the build-to-suit warehouse for two projects, about 62 square meter to the JWD. They will lease back all of these two projects. That means we can get the fixed rent, something like 30 years for leasehold and something like the fixed rent for freehold asset as well. But two projects we start from leasehold both to get more yield. And after that, when we're gonna make the construction about Q3 for these two projects, and will take something like 1 year to finish. And after that, we're gonna get recurring income, or we can make the capital gain to sell the build-to-suit warehouse and cold storage to the REIT as well. For the logistic business, center business or build-to-suit warehouse, we consider to have the IRR yield for the JV company something like 12 to 15% IRRE. And for the wellness business, we to see something like 15 to 20% for the health wellness and healthcare business. And for the business with the JWD, it will expand more, not only the logistic asset, warehouse, cold storage, logistic park, or some industrial estate. We will, find more something like urban solution. It's an urban storage, express solution, food solution, and space solution as well. The utility will come through the big project like the logistic park and industrial park. That means we can expand more to the bit of the power and utility business. And the lead will be the exit to make the recycle of the investment. So what we try to do is something like to be the one of the top three for the logistic and warehouse business in Thailand after WHA and Fraser. Okay, the last of the new business is the asset management company to do the debt restructuring, similar to BAM or JMT or Chio, the stock of the debt restructuring company in Thailand. There are just only 3 companies in the stock market. What we try to do is integrate with our professional in the property business. We try to go to the only the secure loan, only the housing loan that being the NPL. We will bidding to the NPL from the commercial bank, and after that we will do the debt restructuring for the customer. Mainly we will get the 70-80% from the debt restructuring, and if the customer cannot go to pay for the debt, we can help them to exit by make the second-hand sale, because we have the the sale agent or the sale connection of our main business, or even they want to make the renovate or decoration. There will be the part of our professional experience as well, or they want to have the rent from their NPL property. We can have the channel for them to get the rent to pay for the debt restructuring. That would be quite complementary, and we have something like more than half of the experience on the property side, and we will have some the professional from the debt restructuring company, something like BAM or SAM in Thailand. They will transfer to us to being our executive, something like that. Debt restructuring is also the quite growth business in Thailand due to the maybe some of the current situation from COVID, the NPL rising, or debt restructuring can be the defensive strategy of the residential business. They may go opposite way when the real estate booming. The debt restructuring is a so-so, but when the crisis come to the residential market or something like that, the debt restructuring business will have the strong growth that we're gonna do something like this. And consider to to make the criteria of investment in AMC. We see the IRR equity something like 25 to 30%, and those three business that we gonna make for this year, we consider to spend something like 500 million baht each for these three business. It means 1.5 billion we're gonna invest for those three business among the 5 years from this year until the next 5 years. It's quite when we said that 1.5 billion for 5 years, only 300 million baht a year. It's only 10% of our earning, our profit in every year. That gonna create the new S-curve of Origin in the future. We are quite going good for the residential. Even the COVID hit, we still have the quite very good above the market. Another major business that we expand from another 3 years from now is the recurring income business. We opened the first project is a Portobello Community Mall in 2018 in our complex as well. And 2020, the year of COVID last year, we got the hit quite difficult time when during we opening the Stable Suite, Thong Lo, Bangkok, in the Q1 last year, and we opened the Holiday in Q4 last year. But we have the most difficult state test. After that, we coming up with the performance for last year. Both two hotels can running more than 50% occupancy above the market that they're running something like only 10-15% occupancy. And we have the quite good the ADR in average. We are top tier comparing to competitor set for those two locations. That means we can be proved by the hard and difficult time of the COVID. We can do well with these two properties. So we still going with our plan to have diversify to make the recurring income for these two, the recurring income of the commercial property. we plan to have the hospitality business with the hotel and the office of the commercial property in together to have something like 20% on our contribution on the revenue in the next 5 years. So we will invest more for something like these 3 projects among these 2 years to open. For the new Intercontinental Hotel Bangkok in Sukhumvit area, and the project usually in Bangkok we have the partner similar to the Intercon Bangkok. We have CISS from Japan, and 124 in Sukhumvit 24 we also have Nomura Real Estate Development. And one Payathai is going to be in Hotel Indigo and Holiday Express dual band hotel and the mixed use in the podium floor. We gonna have the partner from Japan as well, but not yet public announcement, something like that. And we will have the one Ram Inta going to be the wellness complex. The most revenue target would be the rental from the elder people or the rehab people, but we also include for the service income from the healthcare service as well. And you're gonna have the EEC area that we're gonna make the new Holiday Express in Rayong province that close to the Utapao Airport, and they are in front of the Maptaput Industrial Park that located with the group of oil and gas like the PTT group that almost of their factory over there, something like that. Rayong province is the top 3 of the gross province product in Thailand, and we're gonna have another 2 more in the 2024. One is the service apartment, and another one is a PO office at the Sanam Pao station. It's just one station from Victory Monument of Thailand. It's a very central of Bangkok. Okay, this is the office that we've been launched to have this project just last month, and for the Q4 this year we will start construction. Okay, that's all of our presentation, and very welcome for your question or your inquiry. Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
บอกกำลังปิด
คุณแนนปิดไมค์อยู่มั้งครับ
Sorry. So I think we have 1 more minute. If investor have a question, you can send through the chat box.
I can conclude.
Function.
Sorry, I can conclude that Origin still have the strong growth this year. We plan to have the growth in terms of our revenue until the bottom line, something like 25%. And we have the growth that project in our presentation, something like another 3 years to have something like 15% a year to have the growth. And we not only just doing the growth on the core business. We make the new S-curve on the value chain of our business as well to have ourselves not only the property developer, but we try to expand more that catching up the mega trend of the coming future as well.
Okay, I think if there are no further questions, I think the session has come to an end. The Stock Exchange of Thailand would like to thank you, investor and Origin Property Public Company Limited for joining us ค่ะ We look forward to welcome you again in the next quarter. Thank you very much ค่ะ
Thank you very much ครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะ